How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to another edition of Tell It Like It Is, where we tell it like it is and some tell it like it might be. But here, we tell it like it is. I'm your host, Just Jackson, here with my man Ryan Seals. I said it right this time, right?
You did, absolutely. How you doing, Mercer County? And welcome to Tell It Like It Is. Just like my man said, we tell it like it is. When others may cut corners, we tell it straight, direct, like it is.
Yeah, I'm sorry, Ryan. Sometimes I'm not good with names sometimes, so, I don't want him to get mad if I mess his last name up. I don't know, Seals, Stills, I just don't want to mess his name up, but it's a good man right here sitting beside me. I'm happy to have you with me.
Pleasure to be here.
Yes.
Honored.
It's time to get down to business. First order news. In England, Toddler ditches preschool. A 3-year-old named Alfie Aldridge apparently decided he wanted a day off, ladies and gentlemen. So he walks home. He walks home. He walked straight out of school. And when the mom confronted the school teachers where her son was, they had no clue. No clue. No clue. They didn't even know he was missing. Something has to be done about this, Ryan. Something has to be done.
This is amazing. How can this happen? 2011, a child goes missing from a school. I really hope that tuition's not high at this place. I hope there's no tuition at all. For the sake of the parents, it better be a public school. And somebody needs to get down to the bottom of this. Where are the teachers? Where's the aides at the school? Where's the principal, for that matter? I mean, this situation should definitely be in check. At this time, this day and age, this should never happen.
I don't blame the kid. I don't blame him. I mean, he should be in preschool anyway if he could leave school and walk home all by himself. He should be skipped. He should be going to second, third grade the way he walked out there and walked home. But yeah, I'm with you, Ryan, to a certain extent. Something needs to be done. You can't have kids just walking out of school, especially at 3 years old, walking all the way home, and the teachers have nothing, don't have a clue where the boy went or where he went to. I mean, the teachers should be fired. Well, I'm going to tell you what should be done. The teachers should be fired, and the school should be sued. They really should. And especially when the mom comes, nobody has a clue where this child's at.
You have to do something. This school district needs to teach these teachers a lesson, let the administration know that this isn't going to be stood for. There's something very serious could have happened here. Thankfully, the child made it home safely. The mother was able to get to the bottom of it, but steps further need to be taken. Justin, you're absolutely correct. They do need to take action, legal action against this school district. Let's nip it in the bud.
Yeah, anything could have happened to the kid. He could have walked home and Cujo could have jumped on him or something. Anything could happen. Or a car could hit him, anything. But, hats off to the Tyler. He's a smart boy to walk home. That's something special besides, the other BS. But let's move on to bigger and better things. Speaking on toddlers, there's research, Ryan, that doctors feel that toddlers shouldn't watch TV because the studies show it may harm them, or it might have some type of effect on the way they're developed in school, especially under 2 years old, because they feel though they're too young to understand TV images are education value anyway. Is this right or wrong?
This is absolutely right, all right? The children, they're watching the TV, they don't know what they're looking at. They're looking at a tube, they're looking at images on the screen, but they're not conversating with other people. And that's what a big problem with America and the world in general is today. The boon of television has made it the new babysitter, the new nanny. And we need to get back to teaching our kids, one-on-one, reading books to them, not just plopping them in front of the television hours on end, thinking that that's going to solve everything. Don't be lazy. We need more accountability out of you parents. You can't look to this box to be the cure-all, the end-all. No, it's not how it works. And if you want to raise your children like that, then you're going to get the results that you get. You're going to have a child that turns out just like what they're watching on TV, full of, going to the principal's office all the time, always in trouble, always, it's just not going to work out. You can't let the TV raise your children. And this is a good way to start. Start it early, because with each generation, it looks like they're getting more accessible to this technology, and we need to nip it in the bud.
All I can say is I don't care how old the kid is. From 2 on, I say about 2 to 10, 11, even maybe 12. The stuff they show on television is crazy these days. I mean, look at the reality shows. It's crazy. It's really terrible. You know, so it's like, I don't think, Ryan, I just don't think, you know, I agree with the doctor. Some of these kids can't even comprehend, even no matter how old they are, regardless if they're 2 or they don't know or they don't understand. Some kids could be 11 or 12 and still don't understand what they watch on television. So the parents need to sit down and talk to their kids or read a book. Go outside, play.
How about it?
Do other things in life than just sit in front of television all day.
It's only getting worse. And the more and more they sell this stuff to us, the more and more we buy into it, it's only getting worse. But parents, it's up to you. Be parents.
Yeah, because, you know, don't have family time. Everybody watching Jersey Shore, you know, the whole family. So you know, that doesn't happen. But anyway, in Zanesville, Ohio, I know everybody, I know you probably heard about this, but Zanesville, Ohio, law enforcement officers shot and killed lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. And not only that, they killed wolves, mountain lions, zebras, leopards, orangutans, grizzly bears, black bears. I mean, they shot everybody up. And they were released by an owner that had a private animal park, right? Mm-hmm. He had a private animal park in his house. And he committed suicide after he released the whole animals. He just said, you know what? My life, look at him. And it just killed himself after he released a whole bunch of wild animals. But Ryan, was this smart? Do you agree or disagree?
Let me tell you,
killing these animals?
Let me tell you,
do you agree on?
It's a sad end that this situation came to with the loss of life. But the onus in this situation needs to be on law enforcement officials. If this was known that this man had this many animals on his premises, it should have been taken into account before the situation came up. There should be security measures that were in place, ready in the event that this man lost his mind, because 50 plus animals in the care of one person, no. This situation was bound to get ugly. And the law enforcement officials should have been on this before it came to a head. Also, I'd like to see some animal endangerment officials on hand as well. Did they have to kill all the animals?
It was wrong.
Couldn't they just cage some?
It was wrong. I don't believe in killing all them animals. I mean, come on, the cops had a field day. 50 animals, like 50 of them, you telling me that all 50 animals, none of them could be tranquilized or captured? I mean, I understand wild animals running around the street, bears, lions, mountain lions, and everything else, but to a certain extent, you had to gun down all 50 animals. I'm not an animal activist. I'm just saying, you know, I think they could have handled it a little bit more differently, professionally, than just gunning down 50 animals. What type of guns? I don't know.
A lazy way out. Definitely a lazy way out.
I don't know, but I figured they were told shoot to kill, and that's exactly what they did. And then I'll go to sports and then other news. Jets came back from being the Chargers, 27-21. I'm glad I ain't bet no money on this game. Sean Green finally showed up to the party. He ran for 20, had 20 carries, 120 yards rushing. It's about time. Sanchez threw for 3 touchdowns. Check this out. Plexico Burrows caught 3 touchdowns. The Jets, is this a turnaround or is this just something that, you know?
Well, you know what? It started a little shaky. They had the interception return for the touchdown, but the Jets did settle in. I mean, this was a good win for them at home against San Diego, which is a powerhouse in the AFC. They didn't go away, though. They didn't make it easy for the Jets. They didn't just walk all over them. Plexico Burress, yes, he was the assassin in the red zone. He definitely had those short yardage touchdowns going on. But the Jets, you still do need to see a little more consistency from them to say that they're going to be somebody. Darrelle Revis, you know he's a monster. He's going to do this consistently. Johnny on the spot, right place, right time. So as long as they do have the pieces to be a contender, I just need to see some consistency. And that's where it comes from the coaching staff. The coaching staff has to lock down the players and get the most out of them each week.
And Mark Sanchez is like what Forrest Gump said. The way he plays like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get. And that's the honest to God truth when it comes to Mark Sanchez. You don't know if he's going to be good today or bad today. We don't know. But, you know, he plays good quarterback, and I give him that. He's been in 2 AFC championships. I give him that. And Sean Green, where he's been all my life. Like, Sean Green, he's finally running. And I believe that the Jets will be decent or okay if Sean Green runs the way he did against San Diego.
That's right. Good running attack from him, as well as clean quarterback play from Mark Sanchez. Mark did have a good day yesterday. I don't think he had many, if any, interceptions. So that's what they need, that consistent play.
Yeah, well, Ryan, you got that off. Well, the season is not over. It's still a long season to go. Next game, the Dallas Cowboys. I know all you Cowboys fans love this. Dallas Cowboys, they ran against the Rams, man. They blew them away, 34-7. Tony Romo, a.k.a. Tony he had 2 touchdowns. But DeMarco Murray, coming out of nowhere, 25 carries for 253 yards. Who would have thought? And a touchdown. While Des Bryant had 5 touches for 90 yards and a touchdown. What you think, man? Dallas is a turnaround team?
Yeah,
another
Dallas,
turnaround team.
Coming out of Philly as I am, it's tough to say, but yes, Cowboys are for real. I've thought they've been underachieving a little bit, and looks like they're hitting their stride. And especially when you see a backup running back run for that many yards, that just tells you that they have a strong offensive line that's beginning to gel. And unfortunately, they're about to come into Philadelphia next week, take on a team that is notorious for not stopping the run. But let me tell you, Murray had a fantastic day. He was running a lot like Montezuma all over the place. Couldn't stop him. Just much like you'd want to stop Montezuma's revenge. Hey, they couldn't stop him.
Yeah, well, as far as Philly goes, and as far as that game goes, I don't know, that's a toss-up game because Dallas looked good. I'm not going to lie, ladies and gentlemen. I hate to admit it, but I'm not going to lie. If Dallas is clicking at all cylinders, this dude, DeMarco Murray, if he repeats what he did this week against the team they beat, 34-7, I'm sorry. The Rams, see, that's how bad the Rams are. I forgot their names. but they do that against the Rams. I don't know, they might beat Philly. They might run right through Philly because they can't stop the running. Philly can't stop the running game.
They could, but the question is, which Philadelphia Eagle team is going to come out to play? Is it going to be the one that did beat mediocre St. Louis and Washington, or is it the one that had leads going into the fourth quarter of a couple of these games but only gave them up at the end, all right? Is Philly going to play all 4 quarters?
They are what we thought they were. That's all I'm going to say. Chokadelphia. That's all I'm going to say.
We will see.
Now, my next topic, this is crazy, but I'm going to it. It's Tim Tebow time. Tim Tebow, I have to talk about this because it's amazing. The way he plays quarterback is funny to me. When he gets the job done, Tim Tebow, they were down 15-0 with 3 minutes left. Tebow came out of nowhere and they wind up beating Miami Dolphins 18-15, the Broncos. I can't believe it. That's all I can say. I can't believe it. But they were down 15-0. Tebow had 161 passing, 2 touchdowns, 65 rushing yards, and no turnovers, ladies and gentlemen. Is this the beginning, Ryan, or is this the beginning of the end?
Let me tell you, this is why sports are so great. You can see so many life lessons within sports, all right? Tim Tebow started out as a bench player, a second or third quarterback, and wasn't predicted to make the starting roster, but persevered. Tim Tebow stayed in there, worked on his craft, got his arm better, got his accuracy better, and look at him. He's in the starting lineup now because the team, the city wants him in there. All right, he had a rough day. I heard a stat that he was 0 for 10 on third down conversions, but you know what? He persevered throughout the game. He led a comeback drive, made them able to get in position for this game-winning field goal. And hey, life lesson, even when you're down, you're not out. You got to stay in there. You got to stay competitive. And at the end, you got to know who to thank.
There's Tim Tebow right there bowing down, thanking God. Tim Tebow, I think he's a talented person. To me, he's like a running back with trying to be a quarterback. And he's a good talent. You know, people would say what they want about Tim Tebow, but all his years in football, all he did was win. And he's a winner no matter how it looked. Look at Ben Roethlisberger. The way he played, he doesn't look good. He doesn't look pretty, but he do have a better arm. I don't want to really compare the two because Roethlisberger do got 2 Super Bowls on his belt. But the way he played, it doesn't look too pretty. But Roethlisberger got better arm. Tim Tebow, give him some time. But I think, to be honest with you, I know we ran out of time, but Cam Newton is a beast. I have to say something about Cam Newton. He's a modern-day Randall Cunningham with muscle. And that's scary. And to me, that's scary. That's scary.
You're not lying, not at all. The man's got skills, and under the right coaching staff, he can be a force in the league. The sad part is, any good rookies that come out, they have to go to the lesser team. They go to the team that's only going to be 2-14 for the season. But hey, you got to take a lesson from Team Tebow, like we said. Persevere, work on your craft, and one day you'll be at the top where you belong.
I'm going to leave it on this note. All I can say about Cam Newton is he's not even a man yet. Wait till he becomes a man. It's going to be scary. It's a scary thought. Next, we're talking about the World Series baseball that's going on right now. World Series, the series is tied 2-2, man. Rangers and the Cardinals. Rangers won game 4 they won? Yeah, they won the last game 4. Tonight, it's going to be C.J. Wilson and Carpenter. Wilson for the Rangers, Carpenter for the Cardinals. Wilson has to pitch better for the Rangers to win, though. Josh Hamilton, he's banged up, but he's still playing, he's showing guts. And check this stat out. The team that has won Game 5 have won the World Series 26 times out of 29.
And you know why that is? And it's my biggest complaint of the World Series is the 2-3-2 format. Why do we have to play 2 in one city, come back and play 3 in Texas just to go all the way back to St. Louis? I think that gives the team the advantage that's on the road. All you have to do is win at least 1 out of the other team's park. The way the numbers match up, I originally called for Texas in 6, but this one looks like it's going 7. These both teams really match up well, and you can't really tell which team is going to break out the bats, but we did see Pujols have an amazing weekend, and as well, Texas came back and put it on them as well. So it's really unpredictable. I think it's going 7 now, and unfortunately the numbers do favor the road team, but in the end, I think it's going to be St. Louis.
It's all about who's clicking. I'm going with the Rangers. I'm going with Ron Washington and the Rangers. I'm going with them, man, because they persevered. They have a good team. And like you said, Ryan, we don't really know, but I'm going with the Rangers. Rangers is to me, their bats are, it's about whose bats are clicking. Pujols, he had an amazing week. I can't take nothing away from St. Louis. They're playing good baseball. But I like the Rangers. I'm going to go with the Rangers. The Rangers, man, the Rangers. I'm going with the Rangers.
All right, we'll see how it turns out. We're going to agree to disagree on this one, but we're going to see how it turns out.
Nah, we ain't going to agree on this. This is the Rangers, they're going to win. The Rangers are going to win. They're going to make it happen. And I'm down with you, Ron Washington, and knowing Ryan. And I don't know why Bush was there. Bush was sitting there like he still owns the team. Bush might still own the team, but he's sitting there. And that's why I can't watch the World Series, because I don't want to see Bush there, because it makes my stomach upset. I choke.
All right. We're not going to go there. We're not going to go there.
Yeah, I choke
Let's digress.
when I see him. But anyway, Rangers, I'm down with you. I hope it happens. We got a call on tape next. Call on tape is out there. Battle of the Wines, man, it's crazy. Check this out. Yeah, man, it's crazy that.
So what happened? What can you tell us about this before it pops up?
Well, I can tell you that it's chaos. It's always chaos on Call on Tape about the wine bottles and things crashing and things happening. So here it is. See, discount liquors doesn't look safe anyway. People going in there, wine bottles busting everywhere. There's a lot of money on that floor.
What was this, an earthquake?
All right, it's just people acting crazy. I guess it was robbery. Robbery was done, and I guess some people thought it was funny, and they tore up the liquor store. They probably grabbed a couple of 40s on their way out of there too, but it was wine all over the place. I don't really drink wine. I'm not really a wine drinker, but wine, I know wine's expensive.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. And hey, this looks like a case of drunk people on a mission. Maybe vandals in the area, maybe some kids who were toddlers raised on television. Maybe that was it. Hey, it all comes full circle, people. You gotta know how to raise your kids out there and keep them away from wine stores.
Yeah, and don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive. Next, we got Ryan's rant.
That's right.
You know, we let Ryan have his little rant today. No, thank you, Ryan. But talk to me. What you got to say?
Let me put it out there. First off, I want to let people know why I'm wearing pink today. This is in honor of Women's. We're keeping an eye on women and Breast Cancer Awareness Month. Definitely want to give it up for them. And as well, we want to thank the soldiers out there making this possible. I don't care if you serve in Kandahar or Kentucky, you have made this show and everything else we do freely in this country possible, so we want to thank you as well. Now my rant, let me get up on Andy Reid. I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan, and let me tell you, I'm tired of what this man has done to our team. Now, it was about 13 years ago that Jeffrey Lurie hired Andy Reid because he had dreams of the team doing well. And well to Jeffrey Lurie is to sell tickets. But we haven't got a championship yet. We've gotten weekly comments from Andy Reid about what he needs to do better. We know what you need to do better. We see the field. We see what you're putting out there. I liken sports as metaphors for war, what you do in wartime situations. Now, Andy Reid's supposed to be the general. He's putting soldiers in the wrong positions, all right? He hired a slalomer in the Olympics to be his kick return. Now, that to me is like putting your medic man in charge of the bazookas, all right? Andy Reid, you gotta go on that account alone. But also, you ask anybody who plays these video games now, Madden, they'll tell you gotta have a balanced rushing attack and passing attack. Andy Reid, he wants to pass all day long, and you know what? Defenses out there love him for that because they know how to stop him. They just load the box. Well, I'm sorry, they just cover the pass. No need to load the box. They're not running it. Philly is notorious for not rushing, but yet alone, they have the #1 rushing attack in the league currently. How does that happen? Because they have Michael Vick, not because Andy Reid is calling the right plays, calling for the runs. We all drank the Kool-Aid over the summer. Just because the Eagles signed a lot of high-priced free agents, we all thought they were going to the promised land. 5-6-0 out the chute, definitely. No one thought they were going to be the current 2-4. But thanks to Andy Reid and everybody else who bought the Kool-Aid, we went along with it. Look, I just want to say to the waitress, excuse me, miss, I didn't order this. I ordered fried ice cream. This is just ice cream with some breadcrumbs, all right? Give me my fried ice cream. Give me what I paid for. I want my Philadelphia Eagles to be legit. Andy Reid is not the answer. He's got to go.
That's the only thing I can do. All you do is clap. Amen. That's the only thing I can say. Ryan, I like the rant, I understand, but even if you do have Andy Reid, Philly still won't go nowhere.
Now see, that's coming from a Detroit Lions fan.
Nowhere.
We're not going to hear about Detroit this week.
Go nowhere.
No, we're not going to hear about that. But yet again, second week in a row.
But you're right, Andy needs to get out of there. It's about time. Like I said on the show, I'm going to say it every week. I'm going to say it every week till it's done. Andy Reid needs to go. Bye, Andy. Bye. I don't even want to talk about it anymore. Next is Straight from the Heart. Our episode, this is a segment where we tell you straight from the heart how we feel, well, how I feel actually, and this is straight from the bottom of my heart. I'm not in politics, ladies and gentlemen. Listen close. I'm not in politics. I do watch politics. I do follow it. I'm not really, I don't like talking about it, but I'm going to talk about something because it disturbed me when I was watching it. This president race, to me, is a sham. It's baloney. And my dad's a butcher, so I know a little bit about baloney. That's what you're getting, right, in this presidential election. Herman Cain, I respect the man. He's a guy that came from nothing, and now he's selling. He's an entrepreneur. I respect him for that. He made his own money. He's a self-made man. Herman Cain, I respect you. With that said, Herman Cain to me is being a jackass, ladies and gentlemen. What he was saying just bothers me. Like, everybody talk about this 999 plan. First of all, the 999 plan is never gonna work. It's never gonna get together. I'm not a mathematician, but Ryan, you do 999 and you flip it around, it's more like 666. And as far as I was watching what he was saying, that he's not a politician, so I'm running for president. If you become the president, you are a politician, so it doesn't make no sense. Second of all, I was watching Piers Morgan, everything he was saying, he was backtracking everything he was saying. Then he was saying he was too young. Look, piece of intent. He was too young to be in civil rights, and he was 20 years old when civil rights was going on. So I don't understand that either. He says 50% Obama's fault. I don't understand that. And I can't trust somebody. I can't vote for somebody. I can't trust somebody that delivers pizzas or owns a pizza shop. Why would you want somebody to run a country and he's not don't know anything about the law or the country, and you will vote for somebody that owns pizza shops. It doesn't make sense to me. It really doesn't make sense. Now, if I want politics, I call Obama. If I want to pay a large pizza with extra cheese, I call Herman. I call Herman Cain. That's how I look at it. He never ran the country in his life. Yeah, running business is different than running the whole country. It's totally different, and it just bothers me. And the way I look at this GOP, and I'm not stereotyping. I'm just saying, I look at this GOP and all the people that's running. I can't vote for none of them, even if I wanted to vote for them. I don't see none of them. I don't see none of them winning. Nobody might win out of the GOP election. Nobody might win, but I don't know. That's just my opinion. It just looks crazy to me, and it's laughable.
A pizza man?
It's
Are
laughable.
you serious? A pizza man is going to be our president? I don't know. Does he really think he's going to get in? Does he really think he's going to get elected? He's been watching a little bit too much George
People are
W.
voting for him. I'd rather vote for Oprah before I vote for him. I mean, that's how I look at it. And as far as, I'm starting my own party. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm running for president. I'm starting my own party. It's called the Juice Party. That's the party I'm starting. It's not the Tea Party, not the Democratic Party. It's the Juice Party. I'm joking. But I just like to say, too, Bernard Hopkins, he got his belts back. He protested against Chad Dawson, what we said last week. He got his belts back. And last but not least, I just want to say to all the people that watch the show, teachers, and just regular people and students and everybody, thank you. Thank you for your supporting us. We work hard. We work hard, and I'm glad that you watch us. I'm glad you support us. And we still need you to watch us, still need your support. And we thank you from the bottom of our hearts. We really do. I appreciate it. And I appreciate people from coming up to me and telling me they like the show and they've seen it. I appreciate it. I really do. And thank you, Trenton. Thank you, Ewan, Lawrence, Hamilton, Hopewell, Robbinsville, East Windsor, West Windsor, and Princeton. We really appreciate your support, and keep watching us, please, because we do it for you. That's what we do it for. And if you want to catch any more episodes, you can look at us on Facebook, Tell It Like It Is, or you go to MC26, MCTV Live. You can watch it there, or you can watch it on YouTube. We are all over the place, and we're coming to a city and town near you, our college. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We appreciate your love and support. I'm Just Jackson. It's my man, Ryan Sills. Thank you. And Shane and Kev, take it away, man.